Hello race fans, this is Ben Deathridge with Sprint Car News today, and we're going to recap all of the Wing 360 and 410 action west of the Rockies, and a little bit beyond that, actually to be precise, here coming up after these messages. This broadcast is brought to you by Meat Freaks Jerky Club. Get the best jerky the world has to offer straight to your door by visiting meatfreaksjerkyclub.com. Pick your box and plan, tell them where to ship, and receive and enjoy. Log on to meatfreaksjerky.com and use promo code SPEED. Dave's Home Supply specializes in cabinets, flooring, and countertops. Visit their website at daveshomesupply.com to look at products, services, financing, and even a free estimate. Are you looking for bookkeeping, payroll, or income tax services? Then check out the folks at For You Simple Bookkeeping. They are a licensed tax preparer throughout the entire United States. For more information, click on the link in the description. Ocean Speedway returned to action with 360 sprint cars on Friday, May 19th. Justin Sanders of Aromas would pick up the victory in the Demo Mitri-owned number 2X. Tanner Carrick finished runner-up, Dylan Bloomfield third, Caleb Montgomery was fourth, and Bud Kading rounded up the top five. Victory Lane audio is courtesy of Stars on Dirt TV.
How about it for Justin Sanders tonight? Well, it's always awesome when you're in victory lane here in Watsonville. You had a pretty dominant lead there. Of course, you were working hard in lap traffic, pretty big lead, and then it evaporated. How important was it to get that restart right?
Oh, yeah, I just needed to time that restart and get down the front straightaway without doing anything stupid. So was able to do that, and it's about time I get a win here. I think it's been a long time. So, we've been so close with these wins this year, seconds and thirds and fourths and everything else, and just haven't really picked off those wins, So we'll take this win and just keep trying to build momentum and just trying to keep picking them off. Everybody's been working hard. Demo, Hunter, everybody on this deal. Demo puts a lot of money into these cars and gives us the right tools to do what we need to do. So we'll, like I said, we'll just try to keep building on this, try to keep getting better. I felt horrible qualifying and just worked on it a little bit and worked on it, tried to get it better. So this is actually Max's car. We switched cars from last time because that thing felt even worse. So got to thank Demo Mitri, Farmers Brewing Company, North County Plastering always, Shark Racing Engines, Roadside Service, FK Rod Ends, Rocker Performance Filtration, Jim Henderson, just everybody that helps out on this car. High Performance Lubricants, they came on this year and gave us some pretty awesome lubricants. And just Mitri Construction Equipment Sales, just everybody that's a part of this. Like I said, Hunter Brady, he's works with me. He's my one guy. Got to thank him. My fiance Brooke, just everybody involved.
Well, it's always special when you're in victory lane. How about it for Justin Sanders?
The top five in points at Ocean Speedway. Ricky Sanders is still the leader. Bradley Dillard second. Caleb DeBem is third. Jason Chisholm and Chris Nelson the rest of the top five in points. The next race for the Ocean Sprints will be on Friday, June 9th. On Saturday, May 20th, Marysville Raceway returned to competition, and Landon Brooks out of Rio Oso would get the job done in the Todd Weir-owned number 14W. Brian McGann Jr. was second, Chase Magic placed third, Josh Weiss and Koa Crane fourth and fifth in the finishing order. And we got a word with Landon Brooks. Well, Landon Brooks, a big win for you guys at Marysville Raceway Saturday night. Really good battle with Brian McGann Jr. in the feature. Got to feel good to crack off a win.
Yeah, Todd Weir and all the crew gave me a great race car. I was pretty comfortable right away. I was a little tight and hot laps, but qualifying, they got it tuned up and we were quick time. And then I made a mistake in the heat race. And then I was still on the redraw and I ended up drawing an 8. So they fired me from the redraw, but got going pretty early and had a couple yellows and, kind of just picked away at it. And then we had a long green flag run and I was able to get by Brian McGann in lap traffic. So, the car was really good. So, happy to be running with these guys and, hopefully we can be good June 10th at Petaluma.
Absolutely. And only you've been in that car and you've been in the Tyner Hurst car, so it's been ride jumping a little bit so far this year.
Yeah, so I was supposed to be driving the 14 earlier in the year, but they've been waiting on other motors, so I started driving the 94, and I'll still run the 94 a little bit, here and there. But mostly with the 14W. So, we kind of just, they didn't have their motor yet, and I still wanted to go racing. So I just, decided to go run with them for a little bit.
Well, and any sponsors that you want to thank, or any additional people that you want to thank for making Saturday happen?
Just everybody, part of the, We're Racing, and, Todd, Leroy, Timmy, everybody that helped out. And, just super excited to finally get my first win, and hopefully, we keep the momentum going.
Brian McGann Jr. still P1 in the points. Dawson Hamas second. Koa Crane, Carson Hamas, and Billy Wallace is the rest of the top 5 in the current standings table. Their next race will be with the Sprint Car Challenge Tour this Saturday on May 27th for the Hall Memorial. Thunderbowl Raceway in Tulare would host the Kings of Thunder 360 Sprints on Saturday night. Gage Garcia would pick up the victory for car owners Tom and Tommy Tarleton. Ryan Burnell was the runner-up. Grant Dunkirk completed the podium in third. Caden Steele was fourth, and Caleb Montgomery finished P5. Victory Lane interview is courtesy of FloRacing.
That was badass. Oh man, we just about gave it away there at the end. I feel bad for that lap car. I saw Ryan stick his nose, and he kind of scared me a little bit. I got a little impatient. Probably should have waited another lap, but nonetheless, man, we snuck away with this one and we're able to get it done. So I'm so happy, man. I can't thank Norm enough. The car was amazing tonight. My dad, obviously Uncle Tom and Tom, they get me out here every week. I'm just so grateful to be racing for such a great group of people, Tarleton and Son, Easy Haul, BG Oils, Bandy and Associates, everybody that gets this car here every week. I'm just so thankful. Thank you guys.
Race fans, this is his first ever main event win in a sprint car. You try to be patient in traffic early. It kind of bit you in 1 and 2, and you had to get going. There's no need for apologies. You had to go with Bernal right behind you. What was going through your mind, though, when you threw that slider and you made contact and came up short? You were behind him, not in front of him, though.
Oh, man, I was really, really scared there. Honestly, I'm pretty sure Jacob's ladder is nowhere to be found. But nonetheless, I'm just so thankful. We were able to luck this one out. Hats off to Ryan. He spooked me there at the end, and he was getting ready to eat me up. But hey, I'm just once again so thankful to these guys.
Let him hear you one more time. Gage Garcia, tonight's main event winner.
Skagit Speedway on Saturday hosted their first 410 sprint car feature of 2023. Trey Starks of Puyallup would be the winner of the main event. Justin Youngquist finished second. Jason Solwald was third. Cam Smith and Luke Didiak fourth and fifth in the finishing order. We got a word with Trey Starks after his victory.
Good to start out the season strong in the 410. That's our main focus this year, is getting our 410 program polished up a little bit, because in the Northwest, at least for right now, that's where the big races and the big money are. So, like I said, good, smooth first night, no major problems. And we know what we have to work on moving forward. We've got a string of 410 races coming up. So, I'm looking forward to more at not only Skagit, but a few other tracks up and down the West Coast that we get to hit here soon.
Well, it's kind of crazy to think the timeline for Dirt Cup is right around the corner, and the Northwest hasn't had a lot of 410 racing, but it has you guys have an opportunity to get a lot in a short period of time with the fastest 4-day in motorsports.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to running the next few races at Skagit, as well as some of the NARC races coming up through here. So we had a good time with the NARC when they came last year, and I think there's going to be some really good racing, some good competition coming up, and definitely some good solid laps to be logged here coming up.
And any sponsors, any people you want to thank for your win last Saturday?
AL Driveline, Newland Bar Service are our two main product sponsors. MetTech came on board this year. Obviously, J&J Auto Racing and Charlie Fisher Racing Engines. And then TNC Concepts as well. So I got to thank my dad, my grandpa, and my brother for keeping the operation going during the week and throughout the weekend. And but yeah, we got a few people helping us out this year for sure.
The 410 point standings for Skagit are broken down like this. Trey Starks is the leader, Justin Youngquist second, Cam Smith third, Jason Solwald fourth, and Luke Didick is fifth. The next race for them will be the John Carroll Classic this Saturday night, May 27th. Also on Saturday night at Petaluma Speedway, the NARC 410 Sprint Car Series rolled into town. Dominic Selzy of Fresno would pick up a huge victory at the Adobe Clay 3/8 Oval. It is the third win of the season for Dominic Selzy with the series. Bud Kading was the runner-up, Justin Sanders finished third, Andy Forsberg placed fourth, and Willie Croft was the top 5. Victory Lane audio is courtesy of FloRacing.
All right, race fans, for the second time in a row at Petaluma, for the third time this season, and for the 22nd time in his career, Dominic Selzy gets the job done in a NARC feature event win. We'll get him over here once he gets the dirt out of his eyes. You okay there?
I got shit in my eyes like lap 6 or 7. My glasses were fogging. I did everything I could. But man, I felt like more than anything I was racing myself. I was so fogged up I couldn't see the entry to 1, and then I get into 3 and I couldn't really tell where I was at there. And I was loving the lap cars because they were kind of just running the same lane, so I could kind of dive bomb them and get by them. But I mean, I really felt like I heard somebody the whole race, so I don't know how close the 69 was, but I felt like he was breathing down my neck. And I was just lucky that there really wasn't a second lane to run. You pretty much had to get in line, and I really think that helped me. It sounded like Bud was probably running a little higher in 3 and 4. He was probably a little bit better there. So it was a lot of track position tonight is what was important. We got really lucky with that 6 draw on the dash, and that's kind of the name of the game here. I mean, it just we never really seem to get 2 lanes here, and hopefully we gotta get some water off this thing to get it to where it can get racy. But I was thankful to be up front and win, and it's awesome to win here. It's 2 in a row here, which I never in a million years thought I'd get 1. So I know my interview earlier I said this was right up my alley, but in reality, this is where I struggle the most of anywhere that I've ever been. So the win here is really cool, and it feels like you're fighting yourself. So led all 30 laps, had a phenomenal race car. I think the car was better than the driver tonight. So and hats off to the 69 guys; they did a hell of a job. And Sanders there, top 3 guys started there and finished there. So good job, buddy.
So we were joking around in the pits here. You said you needed a yellow because you weren't sure you're going to be able to make it 30 laps in one shot.
Yeah, man, I really felt unprepared. I still got something in my eye. I don't know what that was, but like I said, I felt like I ran the majority. It's really bugging me. I thought I ran the majority of the race with one eye and fogged up, but I definitely got something in there, so hopefully it'll come out soon.
All right, well, congratulations on the win. Let's get you a Pirates patch or some Visine or something. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for tonight's feature event winner, Dominic Selzy.
And after Petaluma, Corey Day is still atop the point standings. Dominic Selzy is still the runner-up. Justin Sanders third. Justin Cox currently holds fourth, and Chase Johnson wraps up the top 5. The NARC 410 Sprint Car Series will next be in action at Placerville Speedway on Saturday, June 3rd. Speaking of Placerville Speedway, 360 sprints returned to Little Knoxville on the Hill, and Glendale, Arizona's Ashton Torgerson picked up a huge victory in an incredible main event. Tanner Carrick was behind him in second, while Shane Hopkins placed third. Bubba DeCaras put in a good effort at fourth, and Michael Facino made up the rest of the top 5. Victory Lane audio is courtesy of Cali Dirt TV.
After so much success in micros a couple weeks back, a lot of success in a midget tonight. Wing Sprint Car Victory Lane, first time in your career. It's got to feel pretty good in front of all your friends and family to put this thing in the Rowdy Energy Drink in Victory Lane here at Placerville Speedway.
Yeah, like you said, in the micro world, I got a lot of success there, and went and ran the midget a little bit with Tanner Thorson, and led some laps there, and felt good in that. And then now we're here in Victory Lane in the Wing Sprint Car 360. All night I felt good. I only have like 10 races under my belt, so this is super cool. And thank you to all the fans for coming out and watching this. This was a great track, and I can't thank anybody enough. Lee and Brandon and Greg, my dad, brother, and Hunter, and everyone that can help me get this car to Victory Lane is just super helpful. And I just want to say thank you to them. Hopefully we can come back again next time and win.
You're on the front row. Second start gets called back for a jump. You go back to the second row. Tanner Carrick's out front. You run second for 10, 12 laps, and you find something up top and drive around him. Was it something you were able to learn running second to see what he was doing to make your move?
Yeah, there on the initial start, I got called for a jump, so I had to go back to fourth and just had to stay calm and do my race. And so Tanner Carrick, he's a heck of a driver, and he was running, and I think we just got in a lap traffic, and he went to the bottom, and I was able to run the top right around him. I felt good up top every time, and I even went to the bottom, and I felt good there, but I just felt like the top was a little bit faster, and so good race with Tanner, and I feel like I definitely learned some things off of him, running behind him and stuff, so we'll take it.
Well, a job well done. For the first time in his career, he is a winner with a Wing 360. It's Ashton Torgerson.
Michael Facento is now the points leader at Placerville Speedway. Tony Gomes currently situated second. Shane Hopkins third, Ashlyn Rodriguez is fourth, and Luke Hayes is the top 5. The next race for Placerville for the 360s will be the Sprint Car Challenge Tour on Friday, June 2nd for the Dave Bradway Jr. Memorial. Grays Harbor Raceway hosted their second 360 Sprint Car race of 2023. Evan Margison of Tacoma would pick up the victory. Jeff Dunlap finished in second, Jay Cole was third, Tim Martin fourth, and John Stewart finished fifth. Victory Lane audio is courtesy of Grays Harbor Raceway TV.
All right, Evan, I know the car counts are not what you want, but man, it still seemed like you had fun out there. It seemed like you could do some slide jobs, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the racetrack came around perfect. Yeah, I mean, nice couple grooves you can run. You can run through the middle, run the bottom, run the top. I mean, you can basically run damn near anywhere. So hats off to the guys who were working on the racetrack. That was perfect. Like I said, wish there was a few more cars, but everybody who wasn't here was missing out, so hopefully they come next time.
All right, you tell them to come, all right? Tell them how great it was here.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk about, you race anything, don't you? You don't want to sit at home being bored, do you?
No, I mean, any opportunity I can get in a car, I try and take it. So, yeah, dirt, pavement, sprint car, midget, yeah, I'll take anything. But couldn't be here without everybody who helps us out. EVM Fabrication, Engler Machine and Tool, Kaiser Wheels, FK Shocks, and yeah, thanks everybody for coming out.
All right, your winner, it's Evan Margison.
Jay Cole still leads the point standings in the 360 sprints at GHR, while Jeff Dunlap is second. Tim Martin currently third, John Stewart fourth, and Evan Margison is the rest of the top 5. Next race for the 360s at Grays Harbor Raceway will be Saturday, June 3rd. Southern Oregon Speedway hosted 360 sprints for the first time in some time, and Garen Linder of Central Point would beat the field. Tanner Holmes was second, Camden Robustelli, Bailey Hibbert, and Johnny Burke made up the rest of the top 5. Victory Lane interview audio is courtesy of Speed Union TV.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there he is, the 22, Garen Linder, your winner tonight for the 360 sprint cars. Garen, how you feeling down there?
Oh, good. That was a fun race. What an incredible facility. They've really done a lot of work to this place, and I love it. It was a great track all night long. I know it started taking a little rubber there towards the end of that limited main, but what they did on the track was perfect. It made it so we could race all over the place, and just happy to get a win. I got to thank my wife, Tiffany. It's just me and her in the pits. And then I got to thank my father-in-law, TJ Winningham Racing, Linder Powder Coating, and then Hers Precision Parts. So thank you for everybody for coming out, and hopefully we see you all again soon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, give another round of applause out of Central Point, the 22 driver, Garen Linder.
Big Sky Speedway in Billings, Montana would host a doubleheader weekend with the ASCS-Frontier region as they open their season up. Coaldale, Alberta's Kelly Miller would earn the victory on Friday, May 19th, while Trevor Kirkland posted a second-place result. Phil Dietz was third, Corey Wormling fourth, and Joe Perry was the top 5. Victory Lane audio is courtesy of Speed Sport TV.
Your winner of tonight's ASCS-Frontier region main event, Kelly Miller, well done. And it's been a bit of a wait for you. You were stuck across the border for a couple of years because of the whole COVID situation, and you ran with us last year. Kind of uncharacteristic not to find victory lane here, but you made a big statement here on opening night.
Yeah, I tell you,
COVID took the wind out of our sails pretty hard, and I'm glad that everyone stuck behind me, and we put this car back together this last winter, and we're gonna make a statement a few more times, I'm sure.
Caution-free main event tonight. Track looked like it was fast here. Tell us about the pass around Trevor Kirkland to take the lead for good.
He definitely had some speed going for sure. I just had to be, safe and clean, and I tell you that type of racetrack makes the gym shine.
Who do you have helping on this 2 junior machine?
Oh, half of Billings, really. Honestly, we got everyone's here tonight. We got Roger the Motorman. We got my dad. My dad's here. Brad, Raymond. You got Adam. You got Tyler. You got Tyler. There's like, it's a village behind this 2JR. You guys wouldn't believe it.
All right, got the one on opening night here. What do you think of your chances to double up tomorrow here at Big Sky Speedway?
It's honestly looking pretty good.
Kelly Miller, your winner, night number 1. 2023 Brodix ASCS-Frontier Region Series gets it done tonight.
Night number 2, Saturday evening, Kelly Miller would double up his winning account as he was able to beat out Jeremy McCune, Trevor Kirkland, Phil Dietz, and Corey Wormling for the rest of the top 5.
All right, let's talk with our winner of tonight's ASCS-Frontier Region main event winner 2 nights in a row, Kelly Miller. And Kelly, you're running third for much of that race, but with about 10 laps to go, you made the pass for second, and all of a sudden, it seemed like you just found an extra gear, just drove right around the outside 1 and 2 around Jimmy McCune to take the lead. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I just felt like I had a really good car, and I just needed some clean air and just some open track, and then when I got my opportunity, I definitely just stepped it up a little bit.
It's almost like you were waiting for an opportunity there. Again, another long, after the initial false start, another caution-free race after that at least here. So 25 laps straight under green here. Tell us about the long runs and maybe having to show some patience here.
Yeah, lots of patience, and once again, that long green flag run just really puts a strain on the motor program and the car, and it just shows that these guys worked really hard today to keep this thing ready to go. And I can't knock the gym.
We were talking yesterday. You were gone for a couple of years. Last year, you guys were not the force that we're used to seeing here. No wins with this series here, but to open the season here, 2 wins in a row here. What kind of statement is this team making?
Well, I think it speaks for itself.
Who's helping on this 2 junior?
You know what? Like I said last night, half of Billings is here with me. I have such a support group down here. I feel like I'm at my second family down here. I have so many people behind me. You come to the trailer, it's full, but we're all getting along. We're having a good time. We all have some very common interests, and I really couldn't do it without 20 people that are standing behind me. I could be up here all night talking. We have a village.
Kelly Miller, 2 nights in a row, he wins in dominating fashion at the end. The ASCS-Frontier Region main event, and we are back here on June 10th at Big Sky Speedway.
Current ASCS-Frontier Region points after 2 races. Kelly Miller is no doubt atop the standings. Trevor Kirkland, the current runner-up. Phil Dietz is 3rd. Corey Wormling 4th. And Joe Perry is position number 5. Their next race will be this Friday and Saturday at Electric City Speedway in Great Falls, Montana on the 26th and 27th. Thank you for tuning in on this week's episode of Sprint Car News Today. We hope you enjoyed it. Be sure and like and subscribe to the channel, whether here on YouTube or on the streaming platforms. We'll be back with more, and when I say more, a lot of coverage coming up as several racetracks on the West Coast and in the mountains going to be racing this Memorial Day weekend. In the meantime, everybody have a great rest of your week, and go support Sprint Car Racing.